Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter. So last weekend, we worked at getting the permission required and everything, so Aurora Woods has been taken care of. We can hunt freely around there. Since we are still kind of not too far off after that, I want to also look at getting the Umbra Tiara? I have no idea how I pronounce that, but getting this other area opened up because we have gotten the objective up here to work at for there. So I'm just going to probably focus us for that for now. We'll see about being able to accomplish this. I think if after this objective, we might have permission required, then we can free hunt more next episode. But, oh, this is fast traveling, this is a perfect little spot. Like, just a nice little cabin here. God, this is, lookout tower all the way up there. This is completely picturesque. Like, I wish I had a place sort of like this in, like, British Columbia area. Like, just a quaint, cozy cabin. I think I'd probably go for more of, like, a lake than a river, but you know what? River's still a nice idea, because you could go pretty far up or downstream with it. And then just, like, a lovely vista of a mountain range, too. But yeah, we're going to see about embarking for the next objective here. And maybe I'll try going on foot. Or, actually, I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll go on foot maybe to about that. Or I'll take a vehicle to that spot there, and then I'll go over on foot. Just because, on the one hand, it would be kind of nice going on foot. However, if we do see any animals or any hunting opportunities, we can't really take them because of the permission to hunt necessity here. So it'd probably be better just to speed up getting that opened up, and then as we just explore on our own, then we can start walking and just enjoying a little bit of free roam. But yeah, Transylvania is a beautiful map. It never hurts to explore a little bit more of it. That's always the thing about, like, having to do, or, well, not having to do, but doing recordings for some of these games. That I just wish I could spend a little more time on them. But just due to, again, that internet speed I'm still trying to look at and figure out for, I just gotta mind the time we spend in them. So yeah, we'll just work our way up to that little marker I placed down, a quick little trek across that river or the stream, and then we should be all set to try and find the spot where... Oh! There's the hunting oh, there it is. I was going to say, like, where was the hunting stand? But I wasn't even looking out for it because eyes were on different things. Or I guess more mind was distracted than looking around us. But, oh, where was I before I lost track of thought? You can tell this is the first recording of the day because I am just, like, all over the place to start with. But, yeah, we'll get here, we'll... is that what I gotta get across? I feel like it kind of is. No, actually, thankfully, that right there is perfect for us. So, in fact, I'm actually just going to take a drive over it. And probably hop out here because I think the rest of the way is basically on foot. Yeah, like, there is a road that goes up, and we could go up there, and... I wonder if I should do that, because there is, like, a little... There are a couple of things to see. And I am still in the permission to hunt area, so you know what? Let's keep going for a little bit of a drive. We'll head up, check out some of these things, and then work our way back down to that location wants us to investigate at. But yeah, now we're actually, like, off... a little more off the beaten road, and you can tell that now the thick autumn wood and that is here. Like, it is a beautiful game for sure. I am kind of curious, with us getting, like, more up to a mountain area like this, if we're going to come across, like, those mouflon sheep. Because they are a species I wouldn't mind trying to get one or two of. That's actually something... I don't know if Nez Perce had, like, bighorn sheep or something else. That is a species that, well, they are a couple species that I would like to try getting at least a couple of animals of. But yeah, for now, maybe we'll just focus on trying to get to where we want to go. And if we get like, any easy need spots to go register on the map, we will hit off and get them. But for now, we'll just enjoy the drive and... Oh! Just left the permission to hunt area. So if we do spot anything in the distance and I don't scare it off with the vehicle, we could potentially see about trying to harvest something. Okay, I think it might have been a red fox. It sounded like one of their really high-pitched little, like, scared yelps. I do apologize if there's a lot of movement in, like, the webcam. You guys can probably tell I got the haircut, and, like, a few things had to be adjusted with the amount of hair I took off. One of them being that I actually had to, like, shrink the headphone sizing, just because of how much hair I had before. I personally prefer myself with a bit of a longer look to my hair, but, I mean, I figure you might as well make the cut worth it, so went down a bit short with it. Yeah, we're getting closer to that spot, and then we'll see about venturing off from it. Although I think that's still on the main road, so I think we have to head south to where the location is we're trying to get to. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure just red fox up here. I can't remember... I know when I first started Way of the Hunter, I got like a... Well, not like a comprehensive breakdown of what species were in what maps, but I got like a general amount. I think it was like there were 14 species on Nez Perce, and there were 12 in Transylvania. Oh. Let me take a look and see how things are at. You know what? I'm going to head up to that spot because it's not... Yeah, it's not very far. We can register that, and then it's just a simple little backtrack. So let's just work up here and see what that thing is. Oh, maybe a little hunting stand. Because, yeah, I do see a little structure out... Oh, it might be a campsite. Nope. I think I went over a rock there. Yeah, we'll park here. And I'll just go this little bit on foot. Yeah, this looks like a little campsite and it has a little side objective for us to complete, or to pick up. I will have to definitely also examine the hunting loadout I'll be taking with us. Because there's the brown bear, the red deer. Those are all tier 6s. I feel like I want to... Do I have a tier 4 weapon with me right now? Let me check. Okay, I do have the tier 4. I feel like I should stick with that, because the tier 6 will the tier 6 weapon will handle 6 and 5. The tier 4 will handle 4 and 3. I think that will be a fair way of doing it, just so that way every species is a little bit, like, okay to go for. Okay, welcome, dear hunter. In my family, tradition runs through the generations of hunters created by my great-great-grandfather who was a historian. Dacia, which was a large part of Transylvania thousands of years ago, used to revere wolves. Dacians? Dacians called themselves the ones the same as wolves, and they also draw their name from a god who appeared as a wolf. To become a true warrior, one has to pass an initiation rite or ceremony in which young people put on wolf masks and mimic the behavior and appearance of wolves. Our hunting initiation tradition is to be as lethal and as silent as a wolf, where the prey doesn't even know what happened. I don't have any children, I don't want this tradition of my family to end with me. Please don't let the tradition of Ciara end here. Is it Dacia or is it Ciara? Okay, so I basically think it's just a mission to unspook Grey Wolf from 80 meters. I don't really think that's going to be too difficult. Although maybe the unspooked part or unalerted part might be. Well, yeah, so that was the campsite. Ooh. You know what? I can just follow the footpath. Yeah, that doesn't sound like too difficult of an objective to meet. It just might be depending on, like, the situation I find the wolf. Like, I gotta get a good layout of the land, and areas like this is probably where I need to... On one hand, I might have to rely on a collar. Like, if it's in this really thick stuff, it wouldn't hurt to use a collar to bring it more to me. But because of how Transylvania is pretty nice and open, I could even just, like, spot a pack from afar and do the slow stalker approach towards getting them. We'll just try to wrap this up, because we do have not too far left to go for it. I'll keep Hunter Sense off for now. I mean, it does kind of feel like something where it's almost, there's no point not having it on. But, just for the, ooh, geez, had a pretty big hawk or eagle. Probably a hawk, oh, hawk flying by, and it looks like there is a feed zone for something here. I don't think it's wolf. It might be like, maybe mouflon I was talking about or something else. Yeah, mouflon. And it's actually a rest zone for them. I kind of thought it would be the mouflon, just because I'm not sure what other, like, really mountainous species would be on this map. Like, if there are only a dozen to pick from, we've seen the boar, the red fox, the red deer, the roe deer, there's the fallow deer, there's the brown bear, there's the jackal, there's the wolf, there's the mouflon, there's also birds, and 2 others. I'm not sure what the other 2 are, but yeah, there's not really anything that really seems really hill mountainy other than the mouflon. Okay, this is more of their rest zone. But again, I guess there is a reason to just either not keep Hunter Sense on all the time, or just flick it on occasionally as we're walking about in case there is any, like, little shines or shimmers to go investigate. But anything we do come across, it is fair game that we could try going for. This did take us out of the... Oh, I thought I heard something. This did take us out of the permissioned hunt zone. Oh, here we go. Mouflon? No. Brown bear. Okay, well, it's a good thing I've got the tier 6 with us. We might just need that heavy firepower in case we do spot a bear. I also don't know, like, how aggressive the wildlife is either. I don't think there's anything like first aid kits or health packs, but I think there was something where you could actually, like, wind up unconscious and have to, like, spawn back at, like, a base or a cabin or something. But before that, look at this view. God, it is gorgeous. One thing I do have to really praise, too, is... I mean, you can kind of see, I think, the edge of the hunting grounds, because there's almost like the line where the trees really thin out beyond it. But it looks a lot more natural and blends in a lot better than I think, like, the Hunter Classic had for, like, once you saw, like, beyond your huntable area. It's almost like there's a cleaver in the ground, and then everything beyond there... Oh! Beyond there... There was just, like, nothing to the terrain. But yeah, look out to sights like that. Beautiful. Okay, but we're not going to get too sidetracked with sightseeing. We do want some content and some progress done. So how are we doing on our foot trail? Not too far to go. We'll put the binoculars away, because I don't think we'll be using them too much more. This is one of the areas where I think it's going to be difficult to spot things from afar. But we might just want to keep the Hunter Sense up, just in case we do hear anything calling out or getting startled by our movements. Like, being way up here with more of the pine trees and that kind of reminds me more of, like, Nez Perce and our time there. Yeah, we'll just hike through this area, and it shouldn't be too long before we'll come across a couple of things. We're basically going to have the next little landmark or point on the map as like a halfway, and then we know we're closing into the mission objective spot. Just enjoy a nice little walk through the woods. After I've got all the permission, well, at least these two permission hunt things opened up, I definitely want to do a lot more free hunting, because we've gotten one of a number of species in Transylvania so far, but nothing that's really been too much focused, just like going about roaming and more free hunting of sorts. What do we got? Oh, badger eat zone. Oh, that's a species I forgot to check off of, like, when I was doing the full count, so... yeah, that would bring us to 11 out of the 12, I think? So there's still one more animal that I haven't seen anything, or forgot to count. And then I think there were also, like, the 2 species of rabbits added. Although, oddly enough, I think I came across some rabbit signs on Nez Perce, but I never actually saw them yet. Oh, what is this up here? Looks like... almost like a ring of trees? No, something else. The Great Circle. As well as a... oh, badger eat zone. Okay, well, this is a little peculiar. No, these aren't stone. These are wood, aren't they? Yeah, they are wood. I do not know what the purpose of this little spot would have been. I guess just like... Circle Selmar. The Great Circle. Or Circle Selmar? Yeah, I probably should not try the language too much. I'm going to butcher it. But we'll put a marker down right there. Yeah, it won't be too much further before we should hit that. I don't know if I should go straight beeline for it or keep going along the trail. Maybe we'll do the trail, just because that might bring us around a few other need zones, and it never hurts to just keep adding them to the map for future reference. I saw a little bit of movement there, but maybe it was just me, like, stepping down and a rock went behind some grass. Yeah, more badger. I haven't heard anything yet, but... okay, see, it's like that weird... actually, I don't know if you guys would even hear me trying to replicate it in the mic, but it's almost like that weird gust of wind that sometimes go through. I don't know if that's, like, something is picking us up by scent, or it's just, like, some ambient sound. Though I'm kind of leaning it to not being ambient, because it's not constant or, like, at a set interval. I have no idea what to make of it, so maybe I'll try doing a little bit more reading on the hunter sense, and maybe there's like a little bit of info that tells me what that sound is meant to be. I'm thinking it has something to do with, like, scent, perhaps. Like, say, something is picking me up by my scent. Because I can't really see it, like, them giving the player the sense of smell. I don't think there's been a hunting game that has given the player, like... oh. Red Fox resting area. There hasn't been a hunting game that really gives the player an ability or, like, any way to know they're picking up a scent of something that's in the area. Granted, it wouldn't probably be too often from, like, something you could really use, but it'd be more so probably, like, if you're trying to track, you might, like, smell droppings or urine or something in the air. Just a way to kind of find, like, okay, there's this track here, and you know how fresh it is by how putrid it smells. But I don't think that'd be anything for the player side, so I think it is, like, an alert system to almost say, like, something in the area has picked you up by scent when you hear that really, like, gust of wind go by. Because, yeah, it's way too long timing in between when you hear it for me to think it's just, like, a random ambient thing. Well, the one thing I do admit, it kind of sounds not what I expected it to, but I guess, like, there's almost this weird, like, click that you hear time to time. I thought it would be, like, say, hearing the hooves or antlers of an animal going around. But I think it's actually, like, say, the branches moving in the wind to hit and tap each other. And then there's whatever that sound means, if anything. Maybe it is all just ambience. I'm trying to breathe too much thinking into it. Gotta remember to keep it simple, stupid. Instead of thinking too much into it, I should just try doing more so, or just do. So that has been one of the weirdest things about, like, playing a lot of the hunting games. Like, even carnivores is, instead of trying, just go and do it. That's something that's happened a lot in, like, carnivore series. When I try to line up the shot, it always seems to be placed poorly, or it doesn't go quite as I want it to. But if I just do, like, spur of the moment, it's pretty dang accurate, or I've managed to get what I wanted. And this is supposedly the area with the red deer that had the rifle in its antlers. No? I didn't... Maybe I was talking over it, but I didn't hear the sound of a gunshot. It's like the next one... Yeah, next objective is to keep going this way, and it says follow the sound of a gunshot. But I didn't hear anything like that, unless maybe the hunter sense and one of those sounds changed it? A bit odd. Well, we're closing in at least, so we'll be able to take a look and see. Okay, so, yeah, down over this way. Now, the markers aren't quite on top of each other, but they're close enough. Harvest the red deer. So there literally is a red... Okay, I feel like the objective marker, like the range to qualify, might be a little too big, because apparently there is a red deer that does have the rifle in its antler. Oh. Okay, how do I get rid of the marker? Right, like that. Okay, red fox. Yeah, I hear him yipping and or her yipping and yapping a lot. There's a little spot down here I want to investigate. And then I'll try going to see if I can find this red deer. I thought it would be we just find, like, the rifle laying out in the woods, but apparently there might actually be a rifle-wielding red deer out here. That's actually kind of awesome if that is the case. Because it's like... Okay, yeah, so badger eat zone. Ah, there's a pretty big area it might be in. And I don't really want to scare it. Now, do I have the red deer collar on me? Inventory. I do have it. I want to try to just move slow and find a good spot. Then I might be able to try to bring it in towards and take a shot. As again, I don't exactly know where it is. I don't want to move too quickly through all of this forest and that and spook it off. Because there's got to be a specific one we are after. Okay, well, I think that's just the fox. Yeah, just a female red fox. Okay, you know what? I'm not even technically in this area yet, so... Let me go a little bit more into it. And keep trying. I'm hoping if I stay a little low, it'll give me a chance just to advance carefully. Because even with the lower difficulty, it still seems like you make an awful lot of noise moving around in Way of the Hunter. Okay, but we do have a need zone here. Yeah, see, there's a pretty big area it could be in this. So let me just go carefully. I'm hoping I can maybe get, like, a bugle back, or... a call back to help narrow down where it might be. Like, yeah, so far it's... aside from the fox from earlier, it is dead silent out here. Like, there are some sounds coming through with Hunter Sense on, but I still don't know what to make of them. But we are getting a little bit more... yeah, okay, so that's just like where my sense being covered or taken to. Oh, you know what? Up here... yeah, this might be a pretty good area. To try calling them in towards, because there's a lot of visibility for all directions. Almost never. First time I've ever seen that is like a need zone. So I'm wondering if like the almost never is tied only to this like mission animal. Because yeah, I've seen often and rarely, but have never seen the almost never. Oh, but we do have red deer tracks here. Okay, good visibility out that way. Well, that's direction of the wind, though, so... hope we don't see anything there. Haven't heard anything. Now, I don't know if he would be a high or a low... nope. That could be who we're after. And thankfully, it looks like it's a fair distance out, too. So I should be able to get up to the top of the hill and maybe get a good look at it. Is that our rifle-wielding deer? And a badger eat zone. Yeah, that is our rifle-wielding deer. You can see it, just the long, straight stick in the antler there. Okay, so he's about 150 out. So that's actually going to be pretty helpful for us. Let me just do a quick double check that my first weapon is... Yeah, that's our tier 6. Get the 0 just right. Now, he is kind of in an odd spot for taking a shot. But that should do it there. That should be a double lung, I think. Let's just go over and... Now, let me put down a marker. Yeah, there. Okay, so that's about where we hit him. I'll let this episode go a little long if we can manage to find, like, him and we've gotten that kill shot on him. Yeah, I've also got to get more comfortable with trying shots that aren't the ideal setup as well, because that's one thing that, because of how my marksmanship has been so bad for some series, I think I've passed up opportunities where I could have taken animals down, but I was just like too hesitant and not confident enough. Gotta build that up. So we'll see if I was able to get a fatal shot with this one here. Yeah, like, is this a need zone for him? No, that's more badgers. Okay, it should be just around here. Yeah, there's that glimmer. Maybe it was further back than the binoc. Okay, I might have been back around here. Resting. Okay, there are tracks. Oh, is that from... That's droppings. That's more droppings. Okay, I know we got up. He definitely got hit because we saw, like, the spring up and the blood splatter. Oh. Okay, so that's the trail. But where is the initial hit? Come on, where's the hit? Oh, is this it here? Oh, animals are... Damn it! I swear, I am getting worse and worse with the shot placement. Like, the Hunter Classic, I'm able to get them no problem, but Way of the Hunter, I just cannot get good placement on it. Okay, well, next episode, we're going to try tracking this guy down we've wounded and see about harvesting him. But we'll end things off for today here. Thank you all for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.